Hey you guys, hello. Hello, blessed Monday, my loves. How are you all doing? Hey Rita. Hey boo boo. You know what, you guys? I'm going to give it a few minutes. My ring is crooked. I'm going to give it a few minutes just to give some, some folks some time to get in. We're going to do the skincare live and get our lives together, honey. Have some fun. And I needed to do this anyway, you guys, so I'm glad that I chose this topic. If y'all wondering what this is an old pimple, y'all. So it look real good on this camera, but it's just a pimple. I'm so silly, look. But no, look, I wanted to do this the skincare live anyway, so I'm glad that I didn't really go into it or do it earlier. And I got some things that I have that I use on a regular basis, and some stuff that I pulled out that I hadn't seen in a while. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, just showing you guys like what I do for skincare and things like that, and what I think is good and it's affordable, and certain things you can do on a daily basis, and certain things that you can just, like a spring clean sort of type of thing or whatever. So these are just some things I do for myself. So we're gonna have fun with this tonight. I got all the little trinkets and stuff. Trying to wait, give it a few minutes, because I always have a habit of coming in and just starting right away when I get in. And a lot of people need a little time to get in or whatever, or a lot of people, need to get their notifications or whatever to be able to watch. So I'm gonna just slow it down and give it some time. But we got a lot of good stuff here. Everything that I have here, it is not expensive. It all comes from a drugstore. It works good if you use it on a consistent basis, rather. And it keeps your skin like, it ain't gonna be perfect because nothing's perfect, but it kind of keeps it together. You know what I mean? I don't have really bad skin. I just tend to have like these little minor breakouts from time to time. And, there's nothing you can do about that. You know what I mean? But you can't, it's a lot of things you can do to prevent yourself, a lot of things you do to keep your, your skin together, where you don't really have to deal with so many bags and sagging and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about all that good stuff. I'm even going to bring my brush out because, like I said, I haven't done this in a while, you guys. So it gives me an opportunity to do it. Because if I wasn't on live, I would be like, okay, I'm going to clean my face, and then I never get to it. And I become lazy, and I just do like my regular nighttime routine, and then I'll just take my shower and go to bed. So this time, I can go in and get it together. So I'm happy to see you guys. Missed you guys so much. You know what I mean? It was a long weekend for me, but I made it through it. You know what I'm saying? A long weekend, because I worked, and then I was down, and then I got back up, and then I worked again, and so now we back. So that just show you that God is good, and He'll take care of you. So while we waiting for a few more people to get in, really quickly, I'm gonna just show you guys some of the things that I'm gonna be using tonight. While we giving it a little time for everybody to chime on in. I think I mentioned this before, you guys. Some of my favorites are Clean and Clear. I love Clean and Clear. It's affordable and it works. And I think sometimes with Clean and Clear, you have to choose the ones that work best for you, because sometimes you can try a certain product, you guys, and it might not work for you. It doesn't mean that the other stuff that they have won't work. It's just that maybe that product is just not the best product for your skin type. And we're going to talk about that as well, like how to find how to like gear yourself where you need to look, you know, because I have oily skin in my nose area, but the rest of my skin stays dry. So I have like a combination skin, and so it helps me to find products when I'm looking for products, you know, to keep my skin together. So I'm going to use Clean and Clear. That's going to be one of my products. And then I have Aveeno. Aveeno is like number 2 on my list. But I'm going to be using Aveeno. I'm going to be using Clean and Clear. I'm also going to be using Palmer's Skin Success. I'm going to be using that. And then I'm going to be using my Stridex, the sensitive pads for my face. I'm going to be using my Witch Hazel. And then I'm going to be using this lovely, lovely, lovely little beauty right here. And when I go in really good with my face, you guys, this is what I use. I'll also have one that I use for my body as well. But that don't always happen. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of work. So we're going to be using that stuff. I'm going to show you guys, you know, in the camera what I'm going to be using. So let's start with the Aveeno. Okay. So these products I'm going to be using tonight. This one is the Positively Radiant Skin Brightening Daily Scrub. You can use this every single day. I usually keep this in my shower, right? Because when you go shower, it's automatically there. A lot of times I have a lot of products and I'll have them like under my sink or whatever in my closet, and I don't have access to it, which means I probably won't use it as much as I should. So this is one of the products that I keep in my shower. So this is the product right here. It's the, let me try to pan it in. The Aveeno Positively Skin Brightening Daily Scrub. I'm reading it backwards. And like I said, I use this every day. So this is going to be one of the products I use. And this is another one that I use. You guys probably, I'm sure you guys, everybody know about this. This works so good, you guys. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to have the same, how can I say it? I'm going to show you guys like how to use this, you guys, and kind of like hood it up a little bit. And that way, you know, you can kind of save on money. So I'm going to show you that way. And then I also buy these when they're on sale because they are a little costly. They can cost like $7 to $8 sometimes, you know, regular price. So we're going to use this. This is the Aveeno Clear Complexion, you guys. So I'm going to be using this as well to clean my face. And I'm going to be doing all this on camera, you know what I mean? So, like I say, this is giving me a reason to do it while I have a little time to take out for myself. You see what I'm saying? And then we're going to move over to the Clean and Clear. The Clean and Clear, I have 3 products that I use with them for now. I like their whole line. But I use the, let's see, the Clean and Clear, the Deep Action 60-second shower mask, right? I like this because it works. It gets into your pores. It kind of gets rid of those blackheads, whiteheads, oily skin, and stuff like that. And it's a good scrub. I use this on a daily basis as well. I keep it in my shower with the Aveeno Daily Scrub, and I use this on a daily basis, right? So this is kind of like, this one and the Aveeno is my regular routine. I use this every single day. So, some other things that I don't use every day, but, you know. Then I have the Blackhead Eraser, you guys. This is the Clean and Clear Blackhead Eraser Scrub. And this is what it looks like. It's an exfoliator, but to me it doesn't seem like it's a harsh exfoliator because I'm a person, I love to exfoliate. I exfoliate everywhere, and I'm kind of like low-key obsessive with it, and sometimes I have to hold back. But to me it's a light scrub. It's not a harsh scrub. So if you have a sensitive, you know, if you have sensitive skin or whatever, this will be pretty good for you because it's not a hard scrub against your face. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a mild, but you can feel it afterwards when you rinse it off, but it's not like where it kind of like grazes your skin or whatever. So this is what I'm going to be using as well. And this is really good like for your blackheads around your lip area. I know a lot of us have that. I have it in my chin, around my lip area, and then I have it like in my nose area. So we're going to be using this tonight as well. And then usually when I finish those routines, then I hit it with the Clean and Clear Morning Burst. Now it says Morning Burst, but I use it for morning burst and night burst, or midday burst. It doesn't matter when I use it. This is a skin brightening facial cleanser, and it has like these bursting beads in it, you guys. And to me, from using it, because this is like probably my third bottle. I'll say about third bottle. Hey, I see you. Hey, auntie. This is the third bottle, you guys, and this is the morning burst. And I use this after I use the two that I just showed you guys. I use this last because this is a skin brightener. So if you have like any imperfections or discoloration in your face or whatever, like I got like a few spots going on, it helps to get rid of this. It's a mild cleanser or whatever. Hi, Felicia. Long time no see, my love. It's a skin brightener. So it works really good, like I say, on your imperfections or whatever, and at the same time, it's not harsh on your face. I'm a type of person, you guys, I like to use like all different type of products. I don't like to just gear towards one particular product, because I feel like each product does something different. Hey, boo. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't feel like you can use one product and it just does everything. Like sometimes you can get a product and it says that it's for blackheads, acne, and discoloration, and I don't feel like it's gonna give 100% to each particular problem. So that's why I have so many products, and I use so many products, because I feel like if I need skin brightening going on, then I'm gonna gear towards that. If I need to get rid of blackheads, I'm gonna gear towards that, or you know what I'm saying, oily skin or whatever, gear towards that. Hey, Sheena, love you, my love. And you just had that beautiful, beautiful baby. So look, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. What's the best for what, auntie? So oh, and my toners. Let me go through the toners really, really fast. And then I'm also gonna be doing some things to my face, you guys, so it's gonna look a little weird, but guess what? It's like my routine that I use, and I find that it works for me, you know what I mean? And it's keeping me pretty good to be 41, you know what I mean? And I haven't really had to really worry about any bags and things like that. So this is the, hey sissy, this is the just some pure witch hazel, right? Oh, all these things are good for dry skin, but when you use, and then I'm gonna talk about that too. When you use any type of product, you have to, like, if you're using cleansers or scrubs or things like that, you have to put things back into your skin. Because when you're washing your face or even your body, you wash your face and you clean it, it kind of like washes away the oils, the natural oils and dirt and things like that. And you're gonna, if you have dry skin, it's gonna make it a little drier, but that's okay, because they have things that you can use to put it back. This right here, the ring around the eyes, this is it right here, the witch hazel. It don't have to be name brand, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that mess. I ain't got time to be spending my hard-earned money on no name brand products when pretty much probably the name brand product probably own this company. You know what I'm saying? It does the same thing. As long as it's 100%, I don't care who the company is. So this is good for like dark circles around your eyes and things like that. And a lot of people, I notice, have like a lot of discoloration around their lip area, their eye area, you know what I'm saying, under the eyes and things like that. I purposely left this like this, and when I say left this like this, I'm saying that for a reason, okay? So I'm going to clean my, hey Cheryl, I'm going to clean my face, you guys, and then I'm going to put this stuff on my face, and you actually are going to see this vanish, like right before your eyes, right? So I didn't put it on today because I wanted it to stay like that, so that when I come on here and do the live for you guys, that I can do it for you, and you'll actually see like this little puffiness in here is going to go away. You know what I mean? Like all this puffiness in here. I have some a product that I use, and I don't have to use it every day. I use it every so often or whatever. And you're going to see like within a minute or two, as it's drying, you're going to see all that go away. Because a lot of us have that problem too. Like I was up all night last night. The weekend was long for me. So I'm going to wake up with a little puffiness. You know what I'm saying? You can, some things you just can't control. You can fix it, but you can't control it. So, I think that's about it. I wasn't going to go in too deep with you guys, because if I do that, then we'll be on here for 10 hours. So as you're talking, your time goes by pretty fast. So like I said, I'm going to get deep into it as I'm going along. I'm going to be washing my face as I'm talking to you guys, because I want you guys to see, like, you know what I'm saying, like my, you know, how my face performs like after I use each one of these products. You know what I mean? I feel like they, hey Quanizia, I'm sorry. I want you guys to see like how it really works, you know. So I'm actually in my part of my bathroom rather. So I'm trying to pan the camera as good as I can, you guys, so it's not actually facing my sink, so you guys will see me like go down, rinse my face, and come back up or whatever. But I'm right here, and I can see you guys, and I can see your comments, and I'm so glad that you guys are in here. I missed you guys so much. I wasn't able to come on here and do that many lives this weekend. I mean, I think Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? I was able to do a lot, but Sunday was like, it was a chill day. It was like, I gotta hurry up and get this done day, and you know, so we can move on. Because like I say, dealing with my little 14-year-old daughter, she feels as if, you know what I'm saying, she got a celebrity hairstylist. Like she literally feel like she could take her hair down every week or two and get a fresh popping new weave. And I'm like, girl, you know, do you know I gotta stand on my feet and do that? So next time you gonna hold that sucker in for a while before I change it up. So, you know, I'm recouping from that, but you know, I'm good. We're gonna do a lip scrub too, you guys. I definitely need to do a lip scrub. My lips are naturally dark. That's how they are. But I like to do lip scrubs on my lip, and I'm gonna show y'all how I do it. It looks a little weird, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't that bad, you know, and it works. And you have something at home that you can use, and you don't have to go to Macy's and all these other places and buy lip rocks and all that, you know what I mean? I would love to have a lip rock. I can't afford it right now. But until then, I use what I have. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you can save money and economize, and at the same time, you get to take time out for yourself, treat yourself, pamper yourself, love yourself, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, you have enough energy to go do what you do, whatever that may be. You see? So, okay, I got my water ready, you guys, and then the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with these Aveeno pads that I showed you guys. I don't know if everybody else saw them, so I'm going to put them up here again. I'm going to use these Aveeno clear complexion pads or whatever, and they just get like all the oil and the dirt and, you know, all the stuff that's going on in here and everywhere, and these little situations I got going on right here. It's going to pretty much like get that together for like the next step that I'm going to do. And they just pads, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take one out. And they have two sides, you guys. This is like the exfoliating side on this side. And you can tell which one is the exfoliating side. This is the exfoliating side, and then on this side is the smooth side. Well, they have the exfoliating side, so when you first start washing, you can get into all these spots and the crevices really good. And then when you finish doing that, you can flip it over to the smooth side and kind of polish it out. You know what I mean? So basically, you just take your pad. It's already like moisturized really good inside the container, so I just take it out and I just start doing this, right? And just kind of going in a circular motion, because like I say, like in my area, I have like really oily skin in my nose area. I don't know why. So I just start going in a circle like that, right? And start hitting like all those spots that are like, you know, dark or whatever, like all these spots in here. Look, excuse me, y'all, because I'm getting real up close and personal today. Because y'all, you know what I'm saying, I got y'all all in my cranium. But look, y'all family, so it's good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid. So you just go in there in a circular motion like that, right? Real good. And then as you use it, you guys, it'll get like soapier as you go along. And concentrate it like everywhere, but you want to concentrate it more where you have like the situations going on, like the dark spots. Because like I say, one side is the exfoliating side, and the other side is to smooth it out. Okay? So I'm all in that chin area where I told you guys I had that stuff going on all up in there. And you just keep circling it in or whatever. And I get a little oil on my forehead. Not as much as I do in my nose area, but I get, you know. And then I kind of made sure I kind of groomed my brows a little bit before I came on here, because they was looking real funky. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Like, they really were. So I was like, let me get them together before I even come on live. Because, man, if I would have been up and close, y'all would have been like, girl, if you don't get no tweezers and get that together, got your face all in the camera. You know what I mean? So just hit it up real good. And then you're gonna start to see, what I love about these, you guys, you're gonna start to see the dirt on the pad, right? So everything that's in your face, like I could run my hand across it and my face is feeling pretty smooth already, right? You'll see the dirt in it like when you're cleaning your face, so you know it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? And you just get all up under that eye area too, because mind you, this is a clear complexion soap. So my aunt was asking me about the dark rings under your eyes. This helps as well, right? Because it's actually for your to clean up your complexion. So you just want to go in like a sweeping motion and go under your eyes like that. You know what I mean? I try to go outward then going inward, because you know when you're getting older, child, things start to change in a real way. So I'm not trying to help it, I'm trying to prevent it. So, you know, I'll catch myself, because sometimes I'll just go like this, and I don't want to do that. Sometimes I just want to go out, right, and just sweep it out like that. And it seems like it's a lot, it's a bit much, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like once you get into the rhythm of it or whatever, you know, it kind of goes really smooth. So I'm gonna hit up in my brow area as well, because probably 3 times a week I probably put my brows on. And you want to get into your hairs really good, right? And I found that if you're a person that's trying to get your eyebrows to grow back out, if you kind of like go on them and clean them up, it helps them to come out faster too. Alright, so I think we good with that, you guys. So I'm going to go in here and rinse this down, and I'm going to come back up, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So let me rinse it out. Oh, let me hit it on the other side real quick too. So I'm going to put it on the smooth side, because I didn't do that. And just go over with the smooth side real quick. I just hit myself in the eye. That's okay. And kind of buff it out, right? And it feels really good, you guys. It does. Especially like by the time you rinse your face off and come from under the water, it feels so good. Like all that stuff that was been in your face and everything, it just goes away. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse it off. It's good. And usually, like when I rinse my face as well, I don't use like hot water because I'm exfoliating my face. And I feel like the hot water, you guys, like when you use hot water, I feel like it will kind of like, it will magnify the discoloration in your face because the water is hot, right? So if you're exfoliating your face, that means that you kind of like breaking the top layer of the skin, maybe the second layer of the skin, because you're exfoliating. And if you're using hot water, then it's kind of seeping into your pores, and I feel like it kind of like locks the dark spots in there. So I make sure that the water is like lukewarm, you know what I mean? So let me rinse this off. It's been a while since I've done it, so it needed to be done anyway. Okay, so I think we good. All right. So I got my towel, and all right, so I rinsed that off, and now I'm gonna go over to the next step. which is going to be the daily scrub, right? Which is a Vino daily scrub. I try to use, if I'm using two products of the same thing or whatever, I try to use like each product together. Like for instance, if I use this and then come behind it with this, you could do that, right? But I feel like if you use the Aveeno with the daily cleanser together, like you get like the maximum results because you're using the same products like right behind each other. Do you have to do that? No, you don't have to do that. That's just what I prefer to do. I feel like since I've been doing it that way, I get a better result. So, okay, we're done with that. And so now I'm gonna move on to this one. Oops, now I'm gonna move on to this one right here. Okay, which is the Skin Brightening Daily Scrub. And all you're doing really is you're gonna wet your face a little bit. Because like I say, I'm using like, I think 3 things as a scrub. So you don't want to go too harsh on your face. So make sure your face is always moist before you put the product on. I'm going to take my fingers and just kind of massage it into my skin like that. Right? Get all into those spots. Especially in this area right here that I got going on. And just keep massaging it in, you know what I mean? Like my mom used to tell me, like, don't go inward, go outward. Because if you go inward, then it's going to, you know what I'm saying, it's going to jack up your face. So I got a bad habit of being OCD. But as long as you get it all over your face, you guys, it doesn't matter, like, the motion you use. That's just how I do it. And my kids, like, kind of tease me about that. Like, I have to have everything in place, in order. If, you know, if the dishwashing liquid is turned a certain way, I got to go back and turn it. So my OCD is horrible. But, yeah. All right, so I'm going to rinse my hands off because I'm not going to take it off quite yet. So I'm going to just rinse my hands. And then I'm going to pull out my face scrubber. Because I don't use my face scrubber every day. I don't feel like I really need to. You know what I mean? Like, you can use your face scrubber like maybe 2 times a week or once a week, depending on your skin, you know what I mean, or the situation that's going on. So I have 3 different brushes that I usually use. Today I'm only going to use this one right here. But this is like the exfoliator, and then this one is like the buffer to smooth it out. I'm not going to use that one. I don't feel like I have to. I'm just going to use my regular brush. So I just kind of damp my brush or whatever. Try to tap the excess water off and then turn it on. And I just kind of like go in circular motions like that. Right? And then get all in that eye area. Like my aunt was asking about those dark circles, you guys. Don't be afraid. Get in that area. You know what I mean? And get all in there really good. And when you do it, try to go in an outward motion. I know it sounds really anal and all that stuff, but I'm telling you, longevity wise, when it comes to like your skin and taking care of it, like, it makes sense. So just try to go like in an outward motion, because you actually like forming your skin to go in the direction it's supposed to go into. Because like I say, when we get older, it, you know what I'm saying, it starts to droop. It don't matter what you do, you know what I mean, it's gonna droop because you're getting older. Your elasticity is not going to be the same as it was when you were 20 years old, you know, when you're 40. So there are things you have to do to kind of help it along the way. Right? So I'm going to get in my nose area really good. Right? And those little sides that I was talking about. And, you know, get all in there really good. And then I'm going to move up my nose. And then up to my forehead motion right here. And it's really light, you guys. You can feel it, but it's not abrasive. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, my skin is about to break or whatever. It's really like, really soft. But I noticed that when you use this like around your eye area, like in here, you can kind of feel like, you know, you can kind of feel it like pulsating around your eye area. Like, it's like a little pullage going on. You see what I'm saying? So that works. And like I said, I got like really big eyelids, so if I don't take care of my skin, and eventually my eyelids will start drooping a lot, and I ain't trying to have that happen either. So basically, if I was just going to do this on a regular basis, I probably would do this for a few minutes. But being that I got you guys on, I'm not going to be doing it for a long period of time. You know what I mean? I'm just going to hurry it up because we got to move it on. Along. Okay? I'm not going to focus on my lips because, like I said, I have something different that I do with my lips. So I'm not going to touch my lips. Because your lips are sensitive and you don't want to do a lot of, you don't want to cause a lot of damage to your lips. Okay. So I'm going to rinse that off and then rinse my face. And then we're going to move on to the next step. So right now I just use like two, basically one scrub, but they both are complexion soaps, right? So I feel like that since I use them simultaneously together, that it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I feel like if I, like I said, if I would have used the Aveeno Daily Scrub and then went over to Clear and, Clean and Clear, I mean, then I feel like it would give my skin enough time to kind of absorb in the product, right? And that's why I like using like multiple products, you know what I mean? Because you can get like a better result from that. So let me rinse my face really quick, you guys, and then I'm going to come back up. And like I say, you know, I prefer to use like a lukewarm water or maybe like a cool water or whatever. Because like I say, you don't want to irritate your face because you are doing like a little scrub to it. So I can kind of feel like the, I can feel the exfoliation already happening from the second time around from the brush. So that's already telling me like, okay, it's already like working into my skin. Okay. Now I just gotta find my towel. Alright. So I feel like right now I'm feeling like I'm I'm like tongue tied right now. I feel like I am a lot brighter, not in color, but brighter in tone, right? I love my color, but the little discoloration things that be going on, I don't like it. Okay, so it's not that I want to be lighter, it's just that I want the imperfections to go away or either to be lighter, right? And so since I've done those two little routines already, I can feel the difference already, right? So I'm pretty much done with the Aveeno. I'm done with that, okay? Like I said, you guys, if I wasn't on camera, I'd be done with this like that, right? But explaining it and going through it, it takes a little time. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to switch it up and then I'm going to get a little weird because you would think that the next thing that I'm going to use, that I will be using at last, and I'm not using it last, and then I'm going to tell you why. There's actually two toners that I use, you guys. One is the Witch Hazel, which is this one right here, and I use this one. I use this one once I'm done doing my little routine. This is what I use with my little pads and kind of clean up in there, right? But I'm going to use that last. This right here, I'm going to use next. The Stridex Sensitive acne pad, right? Meaning because I have sensitive skin, very sensitive skin. However, from time to time, from stress and all these other womanly things that go on, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about, you have these little incidents that pop up, you know, in your chin area, forehead area, and things like that. And I like to use this after my first wash because I don't want this to be the last thing on my face, right? So I want to get it in like right when I exfoliate. You know what I mean? So I don't want to wait until I finish everything. I want to do it while my face is fresh from the exfoliation. You know what I mean? Like while I'm feeling that little tingling sensation and going on or whatever, then that's when I hit my Stridex pad or whatever. I don't use the maximum strength one because I don't feel like I need it. And number two, if you got like a whole lot of products going on, you don't need the maximum strength, because the Aveeno and the Clean and Clear, it already takes care of your acne for you, so you don't need that. So we just exfoliated. I'm gonna say we exfoliated twice, because I use the pad and I use the brush. Okay, so when you put in even though this is sensitive, you guys, the Stridex pad, I still like to go a little lightly on it, because I just exfoliated my skin. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you exfoliate and you use something like a Stridex pad or witch hazel or something like that, afterwards you'll get like a little burning sensation, but I don't like to go deep. So I'm just going to lightly go over where I just did it. And being that I just exfoliated twice, this is going to go into my skin like really, really good, right? And I can feel like the little tingling already, right? So I just hit all these spots up. And I don't do this every day, because I know y'all looking like, damn, that's excessive. Like, no, I don't do this every single day, you guys. This is like once, I say twice a week, but on a bad week. Once a week on a good week, right? So all these products that I'm using at the same time is not every day. I have my favorites that I use on a daily basis, and I pull these out like I call it a spring clean. You know, like how you get up every day and you straighten up your house, right? But maybe like once every week or every 2 weeks you get out and you do that spring clean and you take everything out and dust it and all that. That's kind of like what this is. So I just, try to go in and just treat my skin as much as possible, but not overdo it, because there's no way you can overdo it with this much product, right? I mean, you can still use your Stridex pad though, but I'm saying as far as all the products at one time, you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like at least two products would do it. Two cleansers and witch hazel, and it could be just two cleansers and witch hazel, you guys. It doesn't have to be the Stridex pad and everything, but I just find like I said, it does what I wanted. Each product does what I need it to do. So that's why I'm like a product junkie or whatever. And like I say, it's inexpensive. It's not like a lot. It's not like you got to go to Macy's and get all this Lancome and all this crap. You know what I mean? You don't need all that. They have stuff, locally that you can buy and does the same thing, if not better, right? And you're able to do it more because it's affordable. Whereas if you're buying something and it's expensive, it's like you have to kind of like not use it as much because you're trying to save it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're probably not getting the full effect. Okay, so I'm done with the Stridex pad. Moving on to the next thing. Thus far, I have been able to exfoliate my face twice. And then I've also been able to treat my face, right, with the Stridex sensitive pad. It's in a green box. You can't miss it. It's like a light green box if you guys want to go and pick it up or whatever. And these cost me at Rite Aid. Matter of fact, all these products that I have, I got them from Walgreens, I think. Not Rite Aid, Walgreens. But you can get it at Rite Aid. But I think these were on sale for like $4 and some change. And I've had these for a long time. As you can see how raggedy the box is. I've had it for a long time. So, you know what I mean? You're not going to run out quick. So, done with that. Okay, so now it's time for me to move on to the Clean and Clear. Because I feel like I've done the Aveeno, right? And then I've done the Stridex. So now the Stridex is sitting on my face. I usually like to let the Stridex sit on my face, you guys, until it completely dries. Because what's the use of putting the product on if you're washing it off when it's still wet? You know what I mean? Because I feel like if it's still wet, that's telling me that it has not absorbed in my skin and that it's not fully working yet, right? So I'm going to let this dry a little bit more, kind of fan it a little bit real fast and move it along. And then I can kind of feel like a little tightness going on too with my face. Since I've done like the little cleansing that I've done thus far, I can feel like a lot of tightening going on. You know what I mean? Kind of like a little mini facelift thing or whatever. But like I say, when I finish, I'm going to take care of these things going on right here. And you guys are going to actually see this disappear like that, right? This product that I found. And you guys probably know about it, have seen it, or seen it on a news feed of your Facebook page or whatever. But I've had it for over a year and some change. And that's how long the product lasts me. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it out while I'm letting this dry. And I'm going to keep talking so we can keep the party rolling. And while that's drying, I'm going to tell you about what I use on my face. And this is the, it's called Instantly Ageless. And this is how it looks, right? Forget the funkiness of the box, you guys, right? It comes in this box right here. And it comes like with these little tabs. It's really cool. You know what I mean? So you open the box like this, and it comes with these little tabs inside. Let me take one out, one row. Okay. And they come like in little strips like this. When I do my face, I don't need, only need one, right? And you just kind of tear it off like this, right? That's going to be the one that I'm going to use, is this one. And you should be able to do your whole entire face, you guys, with this one little strip of product, right? You don't need 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because you don't need a lot. All you do is just take this product, put it on your finger, and just kind of dab it in the spots where you need it. And then as it dries, you're going to see like the baggage or whatever just kind of disappear, and then it kind of like fills your face out. Does it last forever? No. But I feel like when I do use it, it says that it's supposed to last for like 8 hours. But I feel like I've been doing it so long that I feel like I am getting a little bit of permanent results. You know what I mean? Not completely permanent, because if it was permanent, I would be waking up with these. But I feel like I do get some type of permanent result from it, because, you know what I mean, it kind of takes care of the majority of things, and then I just have to come back in and kind of touch up. You know what I mean? But I don't have to do it all the time. I do it like when it's like really, really tired. Like I think last week I had it on my whole face when I did a live, and I was like, if my face is white, that's because I got this stuff on. So that lasts me. I had that for over a year and some change. And you see how full it is. And I think I paid like $60 or something like that for the box. Maybe $70 with the shipping. But it's worth it. It's really worth it. You know what I mean? Like, you deserve to have like some expensive things. You don't have to go cheap with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve to splurge on yourself from time to time. So I feel like it's dry. You know what I'm saying? It's dry to touch. So I'm going to move on to the next thing, which would be the Clean and Clear. And then I'm going to go into my blackhead eraser, right? This is the one that I showed you guys. This one right here, the blackhead eraser. It's really good. I tend to get like the blackheads like around my lip area, my chin, a little bit over my eyebrows, and I get a lot in here, a lot. So I'm going to use this next, right? And then we're going to move over to the other one. And like I said, this is a light scrub, you guys. This scrub is not as harsh as what I just did with my brush, right? And the Aveeno pad is way more abrasive than this, right? And I just use about that much. So I'm going to turn my water back on. And then I just kind of dampen my finger a little bit, not too much, because I want to have like full concentration of the product. So I just kind of moisten my hand just a little bit, right? And just kind of tap it off like that. And then just rub it in, right? And you can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see that. You can kind of see like the little blue beads in there. And that's pretty much what's going to scrub your face with those blue beads, right? So I just take it and I just start going in a circular motion like that. I want it to be dry on my face because I feel like if it's wet, it's not really going to give me the proper cleaning and scrub that I need, right? And then I'm going to wet it in a little bit, right? So I'm just cleaning in there real good in the circular motion like that. Get up in the forehead area, all right? And then when it's dry, you can kind of feel like the cleaning going on. You can kind of feel like the beads doing this, you know, doing this thing or whatever. So you don't need to and please, when you're cleaning your face and exfoliating your face, let me tell you something. Do not, I repeat, you do not need to exfoliate your eyelids. And if you see a lot of people sometimes that have darker eyelids, right, and darker lip areas, like when you're cleaning your face, it's made for your face. And if you read the instructions on there, it will tell you like, do not use around your eye area, meaning in this area right here. It's going to change the color, you guys, because your eyelids are naturally more sensitive than your skin is. So don't touch this area. Don't go below your eyebrow, right? And you can use it under your eye because the skin under your eye is more tougher than your eyelid. So please do not, even if you use your own regimen, do not clean your eyelids with the exfoliator. You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is it's going to irritate them and kind of break the skin. But then when it dries up, you guys, it's going to get dark. And then that's when you have that little raccoon situation going on. Don't do that. Okay? There's been times that I forgot. You know what I mean? And I scrub my face. And then I'm like, damn, my eyelids hurt. What did I do? Oh shoot, I scrubbed my face with my eyelids with the damn scrubber. And it says, don't do that. It tells you specifically, do not scrub your eyelids. Okay, so I just wet my hands, so I'm trying to soften this up a little bit because I already got my little scrub going on, right? Same thing, same motion, going in a circular motion. And by the time I go in here to straighten this out, I'm not really going to have that much to do because I'm kind of like, you know what I mean, with the product in my hands, I'm kind of like getting it back where it needs to go. You know what I mean? So it's important like to use that circular motion when you're cleaning your skin. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go along with this because I don't need to. I done used like 3 soaps already. So I'm going to go rinse this out so we can move it along. So I'm going to wash my hands out. Remember, when you clean your face, use lukewarm water. Please don't use hot water because you'll just be fighting to get rid of those dark spots in your face. This is not going to happen. Because the hot water, is going to darken up the spots, because if you exfoliate and you're opening your skin and the hot water kind of like seals it back in, it's kind of like if you have a cut or a sore but you use alcohol and you disinfect it with alcohol. Well, the alcohol is going to burn your skin, so when it heals, it's going to heal dark, right? So it's the same thing. So make sure you use like a lukewarm water. You know what I mean? Sometimes I like to use a cool water. By the time I get to like the 3rd wash or whatever, I like to use cool water because it kind of cools my face down afterwards. So let me just rinse this off really fast so we can move on to the next thing. Let's see. So bear with me, y'all. I'm down here. So while I'm down here cleaning my face, I hope everybody had a productive day, a good day, a blessed day thus far. Okay, so I'll tap that off. Alright, so that's rinsed off. So I'm not going to dry my face because I'm about to go in with my next soap. So I'm not going to dry my face. Hey, boo. Sorry you got in kind of late. It's not late, you know what I mean? We just kind of got started, but I'm glad to see you here. Alright, so we done with the blackhead eraser or whatever. I'm going to leave my face damp because I'm about to go in with the Deep Action 60-second mask from Clean and Clear, right? So it doesn't make sense for me to completely dry my face if I'm going to have to go back and re-wet it to put this on. So I'm just going to leave it kind of moist or whatever. And it looks like this. It's like it's kind of like an aqua blue and dark blue bottle. You can't miss it if you guys want to go look for it. And it's new, right? And it's the Deep Action 60-second shower mask. It's oil free. Everything that I use is oil free. I don't use anything that has any oil in it. Like I say, if you have dry skin, because somebody asked me, what if you have dry skin? Well, guess what? If you have dry skin, then when you wash your face, you're going to do things that's going to like take those oils away anyway. So you just have to have something to put it back in. Yeah, it is great, Tish. It's really good. So since this is a 60-second mask, as you notice that I left my face moist, but I didn't have it soaking wet because I wanted to be like a mask on my face, right? But you usually, they created this brand, you guys, so you can, you can use it in your shower. That's why they called it a 60-second. It does. I needed to do this, man. You guys don't even know. I needed to do this. It's been a while, but I had so much going on. I didn't have time to do it. So this, like I said, this gave me a reason to just like take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? And we all have to like pamper ourselves sometimes. You can't just keep moving and shucking and jiving and all that crap, and you don't stop to take time to just enjoy yourself and just love on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I usually want to put this on kind of dry, right? But like I was saying about the product, this product it's new. It's been out for a while, but it's new. And I'm glad that they made it this way, because like I say, if you have like a lot of products, you usually kind of keep them in your cabinet or under your sink. And like I said, they'll go missing, especially if you buying new stuff all the time. The stuff that you already have, it kind of goes behind your sink, and then you don't get to use it. But by them making a 60-second shower mask, you can take it into the shower with you. And then usually I'll put it on my face first and let it sit. I'll let it sit longer than 60 seconds. Right? So while I'm doing my thing or whatever, it's just sitting there. And I'm telling you guys, like when you put it on your face, like you can feel your face like this. Like boop, boop. Like it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever is in here is the bomb. As I'm sitting here right now, I haven't even had to rub it on my face that much. But I'm just doing this because I'm just playing around with it while I'm talking to y'all. But even when I like stop doing it, I can feel the blood like pulsating in my face. You know what I mean? And that's basically just kind of waking your face up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we have blood that flows throughout our entire body. You know what I mean? And sometimes with all the life stuff that we do in our life, our blood still flows. You know what I mean? Obviously, because we're still here and we're alive. However, when you get older and then you have things going on, like your eating habits are not right or your cholesterol is high, the blood tends to move slower in other areas. So when you start to see like dark rings and things like that going on, it's usually probably a little something going on the inside. Doesn't mean that it's something horribly bad. Probably just food changes or things like that. So, and just kind of like taking care of your skin. So even with this on, you guys, I can see like a drastic change in my skin thus far. It's not perfect. Like I said, it never will be. But, you know what I'm saying? It's decent. You know what I mean? So, as they said, it's a 60-second mask. Like I said, do not go in here. Please don't go in there. You know what I mean? Like, leave that alone. And just concentrate on the areas you need to concentrate on. And then that's that, right? So you just rinse it off. And then when I come back out, it's going to be even smoother than it was before. You know what I mean? So like I say, every product does something. You know what I mean? Every product does one thing or the other. You know what I mean? But, hey, if you just want to buy one or two products and you just want to continuously use it, then do that. You know what I'm saying? That's great. But I'm just saying, like, no. Like, what I'm saying, Tish, I'm saying, like, because sometimes I've done it myself by accident, like, not intentionally. Like, I'll be rushing or whatever, and I'm trying to, like, hurry up and clean my face or whatever, and I'll take the scrub, right, not the soap. Now, the soap is okay if it's just soap, but if it has, like, an exfoliation in it or something like that, and I've taken it by accident, and I just went in, like, when I say went in, like cleaning my face, but then after I rinse my face and then dry, I'm like, shit, like, why is my eyelids burning? Like, what the hell did I do? Dumbass, you rubbed your eyes with exfoliator. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a little tip that I have to remember myself. Because from time to time, like, I'll mess up. Or if I don't mess up, I'll go close in like I did over here. You know what I mean? Neutrogena is really good. I like Neutrogena as well. I'm gonna tell you what I like with from Neutrogena. I love their body oil. The Neutrogena body oil it smells so good and it works good. It's light, it's not thick and heavy. And it's like when you put it on your skin, it like, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps your skin like real nice and clear and pretty and things like that. And, but I like their products as well. I just find that Neutrogena is a little costly now. You know what I mean? Because I was just in the store checking the prices and stuff and picking up some items. And I was like, it is still expensive. Even with the sale, it's expensive. So I'm like, okay, let me go over to my Clean and Clear and Aveeno. Aveeno is the highest I'll go. You know what I mean? If I have the money or whatever, then I'll go, you know, Neutrogena and all those things. But if if my money is funny, then I go to like the Clean and Clear and things like that, you know. So let me rinse this real quick and then I'm going to come back up. So give me 1 second, you guys. And like I say, I'm going to say it multiple times. When you're rinsing it off, please do not use hot water. Because sometimes we'll be like, oh, you know what? That hot water feels so good on my face. But it probably will. But when it dries, you're going to be very upset. Because it's going to make you feel like you're not fixing your problems. I don't know why my sinuses are burning. Okay, so really good. Okay. Let me get a. Oh my God, my sinuses are so bad. Alright, so that's that. And then I'm going to just kind of blot my face. Hey T, I'm going to just blot my face, you guys, because look, I'm not going to do the towel thing right now because like I say, I've washed my face several times thus far since we've been on here, right? And like I say, when you exfoliate, your skin becomes like more sensitive than it was before you started, right? Because I don't care what nobody said. When you exfoliate, you basically taking the dead skin off your face, right? You're basically taking the top layer or maybe the second layer of the skin off your face when you're exfoliating. So if you constantly washing and then just rubbing your face really, really hard, it's gonna, yeah, I love you so much. It's gonna irritate your skin. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that. So when you get to a certain point after, I mean, like, especially when you're doing like this deep of a routine, right? Because this is not a routine that you would do every single day. That would just be, I mean, you could, but it'd just be a little bit too much. I know it'd be too much for me. But when you do this routine, maybe once a week or twice a week, depending on how your week been, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, our week be so rough that we need it maybe 2-3 times a week. But you don't need to do it to be that excessive, right? So just kind of like just blot your skin or whatever, because it's going to be smooth to the touch, right? And like I say, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing's never perfect. But like I said, I can see a difference already in the brightening of my skin. It's still my skin color. I'm still the same color, right? It's just that as far as like my face go, I'm saying like as far as like the discoloration that's going on in my face, I can see it kind of lightening up a lot. You know what I mean? From where I started before I started washing it. So you pretty much just keep this routine up. Keep a daily routine. You know what I mean? Just something quick you can have. You know what I mean? Because we don't have the time all the time every single day to go in like we just did. You know what I'm saying? But at least you have them there so that when you do need to go in, you know what I mean, you can. And just have your favorites on hand. I like to keep my favorites in the shower because I know that they're already there for me to grab when I need them. So we're done with that. Okay. So remember, you guys, I mentioned when I showed you guys all the Clean and Clears, right? So thus far we've used these. We've done the Aveeno already, right? So I'm going to go back over the products really quick because I know a few people jumped in that wasn't in here when we started. So I like to show everybody what I'm doing. Hello, Aaliyah. So basically we started out with the Aveeno, right? The clear complexion pads. We did this one first, right? And then after that we went over to the Aveeno, the positively, I can't even say it, positively radiant skin brightening daily scrub, right? We did that one after that, okay? And like I said, on the products, I particularly like to use my products together. Doesn't mean you can't use them separately, meaning doesn't mean you can't use Aveeno and then jump over to Clean and Clear. I just like to use all my products in line accordingly because I feel like that product's going to get in there really good and it's going to get the job done. Okay, so we went from over there to the Clean and Clear. Okay, and I used the blackhead eraser first, right? And then I moved over to the Clean and Clear, the Deep Action 60-second shower mask, right? And we did that one. Okay, so there's one more Clean and Clear product. Now, mind you, I'm going to keep saying this because I don't want y'all to think that a chick is crazy. I ain't crazy. It's just that I don't do this all the time. This is like a pampering routine that I do for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like once a week, once every 2 weeks. I don't do it all the time. You know, usually, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it 100. During the week, this is it. Right here. These two. This is me. So please, it's not like dang girl, like, what you trying to do? Like, you trying to get a whole new face? Like, no, I'm not. I'm just like, I just use it, you know what I mean, when I feel like, okay, I got a lot going on. Like, my skin feel really icky and janky, and I got like a lot of oil and grease and stuff like that. Then I go in and I do that just to kind of maintain it or whatever. I don't do it every single day. So the last one we're going to do, right, because we just did the mask and then we did the blackhead eraser. So I'm going to do the Morning Burst Clean and Clear, right? And this is a skin brightening facial cleanser. And like I say, you guys, I use this morning, noon, and night. It says morning. I use it all during the damn day. It does the same thing. So I like to use this one last. I'm reading Sandra's comment, you guys, while I'm talking to you at the same time. But I like to use this one last because it's a skin brightener, right? So after you just exfoliated your face really good and got in there really good and kind of like woke your face up and shook some things around, then I like to end my session with Clean and Clear with the skin brightener because that's going to go in and hit all these little imperfections that I got going on right here. Now, mind you, like all this stuff was like way worse than what it is now. It's clearing up really good. I just had like this little situation going on because you know what that's like. That's that little Mother Nature thing going on right there. So this, I'm going to end it with this, and then we're going to move into the magic, where the magic happens, right? So after I do this really quick, then I'm going to hit these things up right here. And like I say, that's going to be like my last hoorah, my last trick for you guys for the night. Y'all going to see some magic happen over here. And I'm going to make these things disappear in like 2 minutes. And you're going to be like, wow, where did it go? You know what I mean? So we're going to have some fun with that. So I'm going to clean my face with this. Like I say, it's a skin brightener, you guys. It says morning. You don't have to use it just in the morning. I mean, it feels good when you use it in the morning. But I use it, you know what I mean? I use it all the time. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to read Sandra's comment, you guys. And she says all she uses is Ambi soap and Ambi face cream. She's been using it for years. I like Ambi too. I actually have Ambi in my cabinet. And I'll show it to you as well. I'll show you the one that I use from Ambi. Now I'll tell you this, like I said this before when I first started the video, that this is just like a video, like to show the routines, because I felt like sometimes, like as women, like we need to pamper ourselves and things like that. And a lot of things that we want and we want to buy might not be affordable for our pockets. So like all these things that I use is like affordable, you know what I'm saying, and helps you to take care of your situation and pamper yourself. But at the same time, you guys, you have to find what fits for your skin, right? These are just like suggestions or whatever. You have to find what works for your skin. So like Sandra said, you guys, she likes the Ambi face cream. And then she likes the, is it the soap? Yeah, the Ambi soap and the Ambi face cream. Now, I have a cream, not a cream, I have a moisturizer that I use from Ambi that I love. And I like to use it when I go out and when it's like really hot outside. Because, you know, even if you have dark pigmentation, you need sunscreen. So please, my sisters and brothers, go get you some sunscreen. Don't be out there like, okay, I already got a permanent tan, so I'm good. Okay, so look, remember you guys, I said that when you exfoliate, don't go in your eye area. Okay, I'm not exfoliating because this is just a soap. Okay, so now I can get into my eyelids, right? Because I'm not scrubbing my eyelids, it's just soap. So I felt like, let me mention that to you guys while I'm talking. So if you see me going in here, it's just a soap. It's not an exfoliator. Because you still want to clean in your eye, you know, on top of your eyelids too, because mine get oily as well. So you want to get in there and clean that up really good, right? And this is like the last step to like your I'm gonna call it an overhaul clean, right? Or let's say I'm gonna call it a spring clean. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be a new name, spring clean. Okay. So this is like the last step of your spring clean soap wise. So it's a skin brightener. So like I said, any imperfections that you have, it's going to help take care of that really good. Because why? Because you've already woken your skin up by exfoliating it really good. Because we actually use this right here as well. Now I can go in with this right now, but I'm not going to do that. Because I feel like I exfoliated enough, so I'm not even going to touch this. Because I don't want my skin to be irritated. Yeah, sunscreen is very important. And I usually like to have, it's either 30 or 40. You know what I mean? Because you want to like protect yourself from like skin cancer and all that other type of stuff. So sometimes I'm not even being funny. Like sometimes we, you know, I'm saying we as our kind, we don't really think about sunscreen because we feel like, okay, you know what I mean? Whether if I have a lighter or a darker pigmentation, I'm good. You know what I mean? I have all these beautiful, and they're beautiful layers. You know what I'm saying? We have all these beautiful layers to our skin. So we feel like the sun can't really get to us or damage our skin, and it can. So it's very important to take care of your skin and use sunscreen. If you don't have some, please go out and get some. And it doesn't matter if it's hot outside or not. Use it year round. But when it's cold, you can go down. You don't have to use like 30 and 40. You can go down and use a lighter one when it's like winter time. And when it's summertime, it's when you want to pick it up and use like a 30 or a 40. I think they have 50 too. You know what I mean? But I think 40 is good for me, 30 or 40. So let me rinse this off really quick, you guys. Get all this soap off of my face. And this was like a long time coming for me, you guys, because like I say, I usually try to do this maybe once or twice a week for myself. And I'm going to tell you the truth, it's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since I've done this. Hey, Mishi Boo, I love you so much. It's been like 2 weeks since I've done this for myself. Because I just been going, you know what I'm saying? Working on the business, working on lives, working on this, getting this together. And just like, I have not been taking time out for myself. And that was a way, eye-opener for me to say, you know what, girl, you need to sit your ass down and relax. Because you're going too hard, too fast. Okay, so I'm going to just pat this dry. Because remember I told you when you exfoliate your skin, you don't want to go in and take a towel and just start rubbing your face. Don't do that. Just pat it dry. You know what I mean? And guess what, you guys? If it take a little time to do it, so what? You know what I'm saying? You taking some time out for yourself. You know what I mean? You beautiful as it is. But it's just something that makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could do things for other people and you can do things that you normally have to do. You know what I mean? But all in all, you need to do things for yourself and love on yourself every now and again. You know what I mean? So it kind of gives you that energy to go out and do whatever it is you need to do. So don't worry about if it takes a little time. You know, that's just a good way it's just a good way to slow you down. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if you moving fast, and if you like knowing that you need to do something like this for yourself, and you don't really want to slow down and do it, that's a sign telling you that you're moving too fast. So just slow down and just kind of like love on yourself a little bit, because you only get one life. You can't do it over. There's no do-overs. So you might as well just enjoy yourself while you can. You know what I mean? So we just pat that dry, and it's drying up already. My face feels really good. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling those blackheads and oil and all that oil and whiteheads that I was feeling earlier. You know what I mean? My face feels really clean. So now I'm going to do something really, really quick that I do. And like I said, you guys are probably going to think this is weird, but this is my way, my rendition of what I do. Like I said, because if I had the money, you guys, I would go buy one. I just don't have it. And I priced them like a while back ago, and they were a little on the expensive side. And I went to Macy's and tried to price the lip rocks or whatever, and it was just too much for me. So I was like, you know what? I got something for that. So here's what I got. So you see this little brush right here? This is how I get my little lip action together. Because we all get those little situations where our lips is like either, and I have naturally dark lips or whatever, but they get really dry, and if you putting stuff on them all week long, lip gloss and lipsticks and all that, and mattes and all that crap, you know what I mean? And depending on the weather, they get chapped. So all I do, this is what I do. I take my brush, right? And yes, this is my toothbrush, right? But I have a electrical toothbrush, and I have a manual toothbrush, right? But I don't use this one every single day, because both of my toothbrushes are really extremely hard. And I like my manual toothbrush. But when I want to go in and I want to deep clean real good, I hit this sucker up right here. But this is what I'm going to do. And I'm telling you guys, this really works. What you're going to do is you're going to take this baking soda right here. Or I may have a baking soda, right? You're going to wet your toothbrush. And this gets a little messy because I got to turn it on. And then when I first turn it on, it starts to like splatter all over the place. So usually what I do is I just take it, right, wet my toothbrush. And then I just go into my baking soda. It's my baking soda. I use this baking soda every day to brush my teeth. You know what I mean? It's not the one that's in my refrigerator. It's the one in my medicine cabinet. And I just put it on there like that. Right? You see that? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, before I start, you guys, I'm going to just take my finger into the water, and I'm going to dap in my lip like that. Okay? Dap in my lip. Just a little bit. Right above the lip as well, in the corners. Right? And then I'm going to take my toothbrush, and I'm just going to go back and forth. I'm going to lean over my sink because I don't want it to spill everywhere while I'm doing it. Right? Just to get it started. Okay? Sweep back and forth. Because what you're doing is, you guys, you're actually exfoliating your lips, right? So I'm just sweeping it back and forth. Go back and forth like that. And you don't have to do it hard either. Okay? Now, I kind of got it on there really good. So I'm going to wet my toothbrush a little bit now. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to rub it across, right? Get it kind of wet. And now I'm going to turn it on. But I'm saying you don't have to have electric toothbrushes, which is what I use. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is closer to having a lip rock or something else. So I'm going to turn it on and then hit my lip up like that. Just go back and forth. Alright? I'm going to put this towel underneath because I don't want to splatter it everywhere. Just kind of go into those crevices like that. And I promise you, when you finish, it's going to be really smooth, right? No, you're not going to have no crustiness going on, no crustation problems, right? And it kind of like wakes your lips up too and exfoliates your lips. So you just take it like that, and that's your lip scrub, baking soda, all right? And baking soda is a natural product, all right? Just get in there really good. Up in that bottom lip, because that's where you get those whiteheads going on in there, and get that real good. Alright? Now, I probably would do this for like a minute or two, but I'm going to stop it faster because I'm on here with you guys. right? So I'm going to stop it. Okay. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I don't do it every morning. I probably do this probably twice a week as well. But I'll tell you this much. When I use my manual toothbrush, I scrub my lips every time I brush my teeth. It's not a time that I brush my teeth that I don't scrub my lips after. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to just rinse this off really quick. And you have to, you should definitely moisturize your lips with some type of moisturizer or chapstick or something after you do it, because you're going to feel like a tingling sensation, pulsating sensation or whatever. But once your lips dry, you know what I mean, you just exfoliating them, so you don't want them to start cracking and things like that. So if you have like a chapstick or anything, or Vaseline or whatever, vitamin E, whatever you have, you can put that on your lips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my vitamin E on my lips, okay? Since I'm in the bathroom and my chapstick is not around. So I'm not going to hold you guys up long. So I'm going to grab my vitamin E. There's a lot of things that I do with this vitamin E as well. It's just vitamin E from Rite Aid, right? No big deal. I'm going to show you guys what I do with that as well. I love my eyelashes. I love long eyelashes. And a lot of times we just kind of neglect our eyelashes, not intentionally. But what I usually do is take my vitamin E, right? And I take a Q-tip like this. Kind of like rub the Q-tip like this, right? With my finger. And kind of make like a little pointy part on the end. And then I take my Q-tip, a clean one at that. And I put it into my vitamin E. And kind of clean it off. Because you don't want it to be like messy or whatever. And then I do this. I go into my eyelashes like this. Now, mind you, if I'm doing this, this would be at night, right? This wouldn't be in the daytime. Because you want it to, like, be able to saturate it while you're sleeping. Right? And it actually helps your eyelashes to grow really long and thick, right? And I just take my cotton ball and kind of swerve it up like that, right? Like I'm putting on mascara. You see? And it keeps them from being dry, which means they're going to grow more. And it's going to help to thicken them up, right? I apologize for my nose being all in this camera, you guys. See that? Look at that. All that is just vitamin E, right? And you do that at night. So when you go to sleep, it's kind of like moisturizing your eyelashes or whatever. So I'm going to turn it around, right? Because I ain't going to be doing no double dipping or whatever. Oh, take the excess of it, you guys, and go to the bottom. Like that. Because we don't want to waste anything, right? Take the excess and go to the bottom, right? And then that's that. So I'm going to flip it over. Go to the other side. Kind of make it pointy. Go back in it again on the clean side and do the same thing, right? And tap off the excess and hit the other side as well. I go over the top, right over your eyelid, right? And then I lift it up and I go right on those lashes and just kind of pull it up. That eyeball looks a little scary right now. So I just go into my eyelashes like that. Kind of roll it up, okay? So it's just little small things, you guys. Little small things that, you know, you do to pamper yourself, take care of yourself, and to love on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is not something that obviously that you would not be doing every single day, right? But when you want to just get in, it will be the same thing. It will be equivalent to you going to a spa or going to get a facial, right? It's the same thing. So if you can pay somebody else to do it for you, you can do it for yourself for free as much as you want. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, when it comes to using all these products, no, I would not be using all these products every single day simultaneously. I would not be doing that. But again, we're going to take the excess and go underneath the bottom. My lashes, I wish my bottom lashes grew like my top lashes do. They just don't. But they're catching up, so. And then I do need to be more consistent with them or whatever. Because me and my daughter, we have a competition when it comes to eyelashes in this house. We go through mascara. Hey, Chris. We go through mascara in this house like nobody's business. And we be sitting in here like, no, mines are longer. No, mines are longer. So we be fighting over who eyelashes is the thickest and the longest. So I have been like lollygagging on my game. So, okay. So I got that done. Oh, I was supposed to put some on my lips, right? So I'm going to just take my finger. Put some on my finger really quickly. Because I can feel my lips drying anyway. Right? Just put it on there like that. Okay. Hey, Chris. Okay. Get all in those corners where we just exfoliated with the toothbrush. Right? And that's that. Okay. So, at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to have any, like I said, when it starts to dry, because you just exfoliate it with the baking soda and the toothbrush on your lips. And then you don't want to have, because you're going to feel like a little tingling sensation going on, you know, once you finish doing it. So once you rinse it off and it dries, you don't want it to set dry. You just want to put like some kind of chapstick or something on there, Carmex, whatever you have, and do it that way. Now, we're pretty much done. Okay, so I'm going to put this witch hazel on really quick, and then we're going to do this this routine with the eyes, so you guys can see that the bags are going to disappear right away. Okay, so let me grab my face pads wherever they are. Hold on one second. Okay, now I just had them. You know what? Don't worry about it. Because I have the bag up for you. Alright. Okay, oh, they're right in my face. Duh. Okay, good. Here they are. Alright. So I'm going to get my face pad, and like I said earlier, somebody was asking about dark circles. So this is what I do to prevent myself from having dark circles. Well, I use it all over my face to make sure like it works on like the imperfections and discoloration that I have going on, and to make sure that I don't have to worry about having dark circles under my eyes or having dark eyelids. My eyelids are a little dark, but they're kind of close to my skin tone, so I'm good with that. So that just shows me that whatever I'm doing in my routine is working. So I'm going to use this pad right here, you guys, right? And I'm going to use my witch hazel. It's like pure witch hazel, right? And use it to like tone my face up, okay? Because now that I've cleaned my face with all these different type of soaps or whatever, like I said, you have to put back what you take out, okay? Because every time you clean your face or exfoliate your face, you take something away. That's natural, like a natural oil or whatever. So you want to put it back in. So I'm going to take my pad and just lightly go over my face, right? And you're going to have some tingling spots, you know what I'm saying? Because like you basically exfoliated your skin, right? So you're going to have some tingling going on. It should not be like really, really bad, excessive burning, you know what I mean? But as you can see, I'm not going in, you know what I mean? I'm not going in like crazy. So I'm just lightly going over it, going over my eyelids, because like I say, that's where I want to focus on it not getting dark and everything. And you know, like I said, where I got the little spot things going on over there. And excuse me, everywhere else as well. Okay, so got that together, and guess what? We are 95% done with the routine, right? So it didn't take that long. It didn't take that much time out of my day. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel good. My face feels good. I was able to treat my eyelashes and scrub my lips and exfoliate my face. You know what I mean? So whatever is to come after that, which will probably be like moisturizers or foundations or eyeliner on my eyebrows, whatever that is during the week, my face can take it, because I kind of like got in there and took care of my face. You know what I mean? versus you just kind of like constantly cleaning it with 1 or 2 items and then piling that stuff into your face. And like I say, I feel like every product, you guys, works and does its own thing. So that's why I like to do this like at least once or twice a week. But I'm going to gear it towards once a week because like I say, it is a little excessive. When you see it for the first time, it's like, whoa, that looks like it's a bit much, girl. But as time goes on, it's not bad. It's really not. You get faster and it's easier. Like I said, if I wasn't on here and I was doing it, I'd be done. I would have been done. You know, because you just go right in and do what you have to do. Okay, so now this is good, right? And you have to let this dry, okay? You got to let it dry. So, because for what I'm going to do for these bags right here, this one doesn't seem like it's that bad, you guys. It really doesn't. This one right here is bothering me. So, how about this? I'm going to put it on both of my eyes, right? But I'm going to concentrate it more on this side because I feel like you guys can see the baggage on this side more so than this side. Now if I turn this way, you probably can see a little bit, but it's not as prominent as this one. But I'm going to put it on both eyes. So we're going to let this dry. I'm going to fan it a little bit, you know what I mean, because you cannot put that stuff on if your face is still moist or whatever. You want to put it on when it's really, really dry. So let me get it ready, and while it's drying, I'll tell everybody what it is again for people that was not in here when I explained it. It's this right here. It's the Instantly Ageless, right? And this is basically a quick fix when you have like the little baggage thing going on, because you remember back in the day, and I still use it to this day, and I'm not ashamed. I'll tell people, I don't care. Like if I'm really, really tired and I have a little back situation going on, I make sure I keep me a little like Preparation H just for my face though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like mix the two situations. But I'll keep it in my medicine cabinet just for my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm really tired and I wake up and I just want to get rid of it real quick, yeah, I keep it in my cabinet and I put it on my eyes and it pops those bags out like that, right? That's a cheaper way to get rid of your bags. But this product right here, it takes it away within a minute or two. And you're going to actually see it go away while I'm like talking to you. Okay, and they come like in this cute little it comes in this cute little package thing right here, and it has like the little instructions on it and the inside. Real cute little box. And as you can see, you guys, I have a lot left. When I got this box was like filled to the top. It was kind of like this, right, when I got it. And you can see how many I have left. I've had this box for over a year and some change, right? So this is how many I have left. Look at that. You see all that? So you don't have to use a lot. You know what I mean? Even if you use this every day, you still have a lot left. Okay. So we basically want to give this another minute because I still feel like it's a little damp right here. I'm not going to just risk it all and mess it up. So let it dry. I mean, as long as like the areas is dry that you're going to put it on, you're good. Like if your forehead is a little moist or a little damp, don't have to worry about that unless you need to. Now, some people use theirs here, right? Because I don't really have that problem, so I don't focus it on that. I'm good on that. I like, you know, the little wrinkles that I have, I think they're cute. So it's not like I'm like, oh Lord, what do I do situation. So I only focus it like right here. Sometimes I focus it a little bit in here, right? So it can kind of like bring that out. I think they call this like your laugh line or whatever. And I just focus it on here and then here, right? So I'm going to put it on. And this is a little they call them sachets. That's what they call it. Right? This is a little sachet right here. Right? And you're going to open this and you just put some on your finger and you just dab, 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 dab in the areas that you want to put it in. And then you fan it and let it dry. And you're going to see it like kind of poof out. Right? So I think I'm good. I'm definitely good here. Let me get something to find something to fan it with. See if I have something really quickly. You guys, my sinuses are jacked. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Now, if I wasn't on camera, it wouldn't even be bothering me. You know what I'm saying? But it's annoying. Oh, wait. Here we go. Ugh. Alright. Anyway. So, look. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already been over an hour. And I'm trying to learn how not to hold you guys so long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap like that. This is the little napkin I had to dry my face earlier. Okay. Get in there really good. I'm not going to put it here, you guys. Only here. I'm not going to put it up here. And then I'm going to put a little bit, because I can see a little bit going on in the camera right here. A little bit over here. And then I'm going to put it over here on this side as well. But like I say, from what I can see in the camera and the lighting from my side, I'm going to focus it more so on this side because I feel like this bag is way more prominent than this side right here. So you guys can actually, because I want you guys to see it changing. So basically, you're going to take this sachet right here and you open it up. You just kind of tear it back like that. And it's going to have like this pinkish, I'm going to show you guys when it comes up. And when you push it up, let me see. Where is it? Okay. It's like this little piece. See that? Alright, that comes out like that. And you take it and put it on your finger. Now that's good enough for one eye, probably. And you're going to take it and you're just going to tap it into your eye. Like that. Go up and down like where the baggage is. And then I kind of sweep it into my eye. It's going to turn a little white, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit more because I want you guys to see the change. And then I'm going to do it again. It's going to turn white or whatever. It's going to have like a cast white shadow. But like I say, it's nighttime and I'm going to bed, so it doesn't matter. And you're going to feel it pulsating, you guys, as it dries. I'm going to put some over here and kind of tap that into my eye. And just kind of rub it in. Go that way. Right? Right in that. Now I can see it right here. So I'm just going into that area. And I'm telling you guys, as it dries, you see it's going away. Okay, look, I can't move my face that much. So because it's drying, so I have to like kind of like keep a straight face. So if I look a little weird, it's only because I'm trying not to move, because as it dries, you guys, I don't want to like manipulate it while it's drying. So let me put a little bit more here. Okay, and then I'm going to go down my nose area because I got that little puffiness going on right there as well. Right. Okay. And I think that side is perfectly good. This side is changing already. You guys see that? It hasn't even been barely a minute. Okay. And then I think I'm going to put some here and here. Okay. And here and here. And like I said, you only need one sachet, you guys. You don't need like 2 or 3, because you're not putting it over your whole entire face. You're only gonna put it where it's needed. So you kind of just like look into your face. You see that? I know y'all see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, whoever watching this, like, y'all need to like really like hashtag something, because I see it. It is gone. Like, where's Carmen Sandiego gone? It just vanished. Okay, let me stop moving, because I'm getting all excited. Like I never seen this happen before. I'm going to put a little bit right here. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? We're going to go all in. Shit. Okay, so I'm going to put some here, because like I said, I got that little thing going on right there. I really don't concentrate it too much in that area. This side is like smoothing out, you guys. You see that? Let me try to pan in. Let me see. This is still drying. This is still drying. You see that? Like, it is gone. It's still wet right here though, but it is going away, honey. And it have not even been. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna spread this around. This child. That was a lot. All right. So let's go. And this is what I do too. I'm gonna put it here. What the hell? I'm not gonna waste it. Alright, so I'm gonna rub this in right in this area. Kind of swoop it up to my forehead. Right, bring it down my nose. Like that. Okay. Done. Okay. And I still have some left. You know what I mean? It's still some in here. I'm telling you, this stuff is potent. So I'm gonna sit this right here because Like I say, I don't waste nothing, child. Okay, you see that? Look at that. That is crazy. It's still wet. So I'm just fanning it. Because usually you probably go get something like, you know, a fan or a piece of paper or something, kind of fan it dry. And my face, I feel like my face is like tighter, and I feel like way more perkier in my eye area, you guys. And where I had like the whole baggage situation going on, like it's still drying in here. So, you know what I mean? Like all this is going to be lifted. Like I'm telling you, this stuff is crazy. Now, they say that when you put this on, obviously it's a temporary fix. It's not a permanent fix. However, I'm going to tell you this. From the time that I've been using it since I purchased it a year and a half, like a year and a half ago or whatever, I can see some permanent changes in my face, not completely. Meaning that when I wake up in the mornings, I have like a little baggage situation. That, see, it's gone. I just like looked at it, it's gone. But I usually have like a little baggage situation going on in here when I get up in the mornings, and I might be a little puffy and dark in here, right? And in this area as well. But for me, like using it on a consistent basis, even though they say it's temporary and it only lasts you for like 8 hours or so, I think by me using it on a consistent basis, I am starting to see permanent change in my face, right? It's just that I do have baggage that comes back. It's just not excessive, right? And I think that's due to the fact that I use it on a regular basis. You see? So now that we're talking and it's drying up, you know what I'm saying? Like this face is looking way different than what it was. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep moving this side too much, you guys, because it's still drying and it's still like kind of tacky to touch in this area, right? But when it's completely dries, like it's gonna just like bring everything back out. You know what I mean? And usually after I finish and it dries and I let it sit for a while, because that's what I'm gonna do. I let it sit, and then after I let it sit, then I'll come back with another little pad that I use, right? And I'll take my witch hazel and I'll just kind of like buff it out lightly, right? To kind of get rid of that like white casting thing that's going on in your face, and kind of bring that color back in, you know, that I'm washing out. And then when that witch hazel dries, I end the night or end the day or whatever with my Palmer's Skin Success Fade Cream, right? This one right here. This I use this morning and night. I use this in the morning if I get up and I have to do my face or put on makeup, or if I don't put on makeup, this goes on my face, right? After I wash my face. Even if I'm just using those two products, you know, on an easy wash, right? I use this. If I'm doing a spring clean, I use this day and night faithfully, right? Because that helps to kind of like fade everything out as well. Because like I said, you need something that does, you need a product that works for each particular situation you have. You might have damn near perfect skin and you only have discoloration. Well, then you just need a simple cleanser and then things that clear up discoloration. But if you have like oily skin, discoloration, pimples and all that stuff, I feel like you should have like products for each thing. You know, because sometimes like when you have one product and they say it's for acne and discoloration and skin brightening, then I feel like it's not giving 100% to the problem. You know what I mean? It's kind of spreading that 100% out all over the place. So, yeah, it's drying up really good. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I could finish it out because I don't want to leave it open, right? Once I open it, you know what I'm saying, I like to use whatever's in there because I don't want it to be sitting open and then put it back on my face. So I guess that's why they give you like all these different little, you know, the little sachet packets so you can kind of use it as you go. So I'm going to put the rest right here in this area. Okay. Just dab it in. Right in there. Okay. And then and I'll take the rest because I can see some little crow's feet going on. in the eye area. You can put in your crow's feet area as well, you guys. Okay, in that little area, like that. Okay, just dabbing in there. And what you don't want to do is, you don't want to like rub it hard either. You know what I mean? Like, because it would make you want to just rub the product in, but you don't want to do that. So you just kind of want to rub it in a little bit and then just kind of dampen it the rest of the way, right? And then just fan it out, let it dry. Do the same thing over here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. And then I think after this, you guys, I think I pretty much finished everything out of here. So now I can just dispose this, and I'll go get a new one when I need it, right? Because what you don't want to do is have open product and then, you know what I mean, turn around and put it back on your face, you know, because you have like bacteria and all that crazy stuff going on. You don't want to do that. That's not good. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry, and that's that. You know, so I wanted to come out here and show you guys it's actually drying up right now, and then this is still tacky or whatever, but you know, it's gonna pop everything out. I can see a difference already than versus what it was like before. So I'm not gonna touch it anymore or keep tapping it or whatever. I'm just gonna let it dry. And I'm in my bathroom, in my sink area. So it's like, it gets really warm in here because of the lights. So it makes you to kind of like sweat a little bit. So you just gotta keep fanning, fanning, fanning. So I basically wanted you guys to see the skincare routine that I use. You know, when I do a spring clean routine versus, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I was to just on a regular basis, this is your girl right here. These two. Shower. In the shower. You know what I mean? Twice a day. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't go in with all that stuff. Now, like I say, I use my witch hazel daily and at night. And the Stridex pads, I probably use my Stridex pad once a day. You know what I mean? Hey, cousin. I use a pad once a day. But other than that, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't use all these products that I use tonight. I don't use them all every day because that will be too much and your face will be really irritated and then it wouldn't be a good sight. So you don't want to use all those products every single night. But like I said, when this dries, then I'm going to come behind it and just kind of like go over my face a little bit with the witch hazel and kind of get the excess off. And then I'm going to hit it up with this Skin Success by Palmer's, the Fade Cream. And it's going to take like all those spots, you know what I'm saying, that I got going on. They're getting really light, you guys, because they used to be really, really dark. And my nose used to be really dark. But it's clearing up really good, you know, in this area and over here. I just have to stay more consistent, you know what I'm saying, because from time to time, I tend to get lazy. And I'm not always on my job like I should be. So, with that being said, I hope that this live was very informative. And I hope that it's something that you guys could use or try. You know what I mean? Oh, this is also a fake cream, but it's a moisturizer as well. It's very important that you put back in what you take out. So whether if it's, because I think somebody said they like Ambi. I don't know if it was Chris or Sandra. I think it was Sandra. She says she likes Ambi. This is what I like. This is the Ambi, the Even and Clear Daily Moisturizer, and it has an SPF 30 in it, right? Because I told you guys I either like SPF 30 or 40. And I wear it I wear sunscreen every day. It's very important for us, especially women of color, to wear sunscreen, right? Don't think because you a sister that you don't need sunscreen. You do. So, she says she likes Ambi, but I'm saying like you need some type of moisturizer to put back into your skin, into your face. So if you just like exfoliating your face or whatever, but look, you missed it, boo. But that's the beautiful thing about the lives. You can always go back and watch it, but you'll catch it, because you know what, I'm gonna try my best, you guys, to just like keep tagging everybody in the lives or whatever. But I think I explained this morning, when you do, like when you tag somebody into your live, they only allow you 50 people, right? So if I have way more than 50 people, it's kind of hard for me to tag everybody in. So I think what I'm going to do is just tag 50 people in, and then before I go on, probably go on and do a post or two and say, hey, I'm going live, and then tag people in that way. You know what I mean? Just to get everybody in or whatever. But we're going to figure it out. But you'll be able to go back and watch your boo-boo. You'll be able to catch your next one. But look, you guys, make sure you have a moisturizer in your life. Doesn't have to be this particular one. I just like this one because it's a fade cream, and I like anything that is going to take care of those spot situations in my face, right? And here's another important thing I want you guys to know. Look, anything that has retinol in it, is bomb, right? Because retinol is like what keeps the it's what helps keep the elasticity into your skin. So like I say, the older you get, the more you're going to start getting sagginess and droopiness, and then you're going to start getting the under eye situation going and droopy eyelids and all that stuff, because when you get older, everything kind of goes downward, and we're trying to keep it this way. So whatever you have, make sure that it says with retinol in it, right? And retinol is, this is retinol, like it's RETINOL, right? And retinol, you can use retinol on your skin. I like it on my skin. It helps to keep my skin like really smooth and things like that, and tight and firm, right? Because I gain weight and I lose it, and I gain and double it, and I lose it. And so sometimes like your skin, it like kind of like stretches, and then it goes back in, and stretches and goes back in. And so retinol is good for your skin. It's also definitely good for your face. So whatever you have, like any type of face moisturizer, whether if it's Ambi like Sandra likes to use, right? Everybody know about Ambi, right? The Ambi soap and all this. Get a moisturizer, right? Keep that. So look, moisturizer. Make sure the moisturizer has retinol in it. I don't think this one has retinol in it, right? But I also keep one that does. So moisturizer, sunscreen, and guess what? Your moisturizer can have sunscreen in it. So it's not like you have to have the two going on. I also keep, oh, that was clever. I also keep a daily moisturizer like Esserin. Esserin is good too, and it has the SPF 30 in it as well. So any type of moisturizer you can keep, because I usually like to keep one in my purse, one in my medicine cabinet, you know what I'm saying? Just have it around on hand, because you never know when you're going to need it, you know what I mean? And sometimes, see how I'm sweating in here, you guys? And sometimes you can run out the house, forget or whatever, and it could be blazing hot, and you want to keep that sunscreen on your face. Even like I said, even when it's not hot, use it. You don't have the SPF does not have to be high when it's cold outside. You still need to use it. So it could be SPF 10 or SPF whatever, 10 or 20. But you use sunscreen, right? Because you're protecting yourself from all type of things like skin cancer and things like that. You know what I mean? And it's important to protect your skin with all this crazy stuff that's in the atmosphere. So get a moisturizer. I'm going to let this dry a little bit more because I got to go back and kind of go over with the witch hazel before I put my moisturizer on. So I'm going to do that off camera. You guys don't need to see me rubbing on moisturizer on my face. Y'all know how that goes and how that works. So like I said, I hope it was informative. We used a lot of products tonight. If you guys want to go check them out, check them out. They're inexpensive. Everything I used came from the drugstore. I don't have not one thing in here that came from a high mall or, like I said, Macy's and Lancome. Everything I have is right here, you know, locally. Probably cost me like $4 and some change. And the witch hazel boo boo, it looks like this. This witch hazel I got from Walgreens, right? Go get the generic brand. Don't go. Please do not go spend all your hard-earned money on no name brand. It does the same thing. So as long as it says 100% witch hazel, that's all you want, right? And this is good, like to clean your face really good, and it's gonna take care of those, like keep your mouth from being dark and your eyes from being dark and things like that. And it's the toner, and it helps to put things back into your skin. You know what I mean? I even use it on my skin as well. I go through a bottle like this probably in a month or less. So, you know, make sure you have moisturizer. Make sure you have sunscreen. Make sure you have sunscreen. If you have children, go get you some sunscreen. for your kids, right? Make sure if they're too young, put it on them before they go out or go to school. And if they old enough, make sure you give it to them where they can keep it in their bag and they can use it on their face. Because I'm telling you, this cancer thing is crazy, you guys. It's like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what to call it, but they don't have a cure for it. I'm going to just leave it at that. And y'all figure out the rest. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, we got to do what we got to do to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the midst of trying to call no folks out. You feel what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. They know how to, you know what I'm saying? They know how to discover it. And when they discover it, they know what to call it. But they don't know how to cure it. Think about that and figure it out. You feel me? So we just got to do little simple, small things for ourselves to try to protect ourselves as much as we can. And like I said, I hope that this live was informative for you guys. And I enjoyed doing it with you. It was really fun. I needed to do this for myself anyway because I've been like lollygagging and not taking care of myself. So it was very cool for me to come in here and clean my face really good and spend some time with you guys and share the love and love on you guys so much. And real quick before I go off, let me go through all the products that I used tonight because I know some people came in that was not in here earlier when we started. So really, really fast, I'm going to go in the order that I used it in as well. So I started out with the Aveeno Clear Complexion Pads. That's what I used first, right? And then after that, I hit it with the Aveeno Positively Radiant Skin Brightening Scrub, which is this one, right? We did these two together, right? We did these two together. And then we went to the Clean and Clear. And I used the Clean and Clear Blackhead Eraser next. Then I hit it with the mask, the Deep Action 60-second shower mask. You can use this out of the shower. You don't have to be in the shower. I keep it in my shower, but you don't have to use it. You can use it on your sink or keep it anywhere. It just says for the shower because they want you to put it on and kind of let it sit while you're kind of doing your own thing and then you rinse it off. But I use the Blackhead Eraser, then I use the scrub, right, the mask. And then after we finished with that, then I went with this, the skin brightener, right? This is the Morning Burst Skin Brightening Facial Cleanser, right? That was Clean and Clear as well. So I think, but hold on. Let me just make sure my memory is right. I'm just saying in the order that I did. After I did the Deep Action, I believe, I think I hit it with this, which is the Stridex Sensitive Aloe Pads, right? And then I hit it with the Skin Brightener Cleanser, right? Which is this one right here, okay? Then that's what I did. You don't have to do it in that order. That's just how I like to do it, okay? So then after we did that, I went over to the Lip Action, right? Yeah. And then we scrub the lips, right? I use my little electric toothbrush that I like to use. You can use a manual toothbrush. You don't have to be an electric toothbrush. I just like to use mine because it spins and it kind of gets in there really good. But then I use it with this and then I use it with the baking soda, right? Just some regular baking soda. And just kind of went in there and just scrub my lips really good, right? So that was that. And then I hit it with the vitamin E, right? Just some regular vitamin E. It doesn't have to be name brand. I like generic because generic, like I said, I really feel like some of the generic brands are owned by some of the name brands. You know what I'm saying? Because at the top you'll see it, or at the bottom it'll say compared to, right? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes they just want to kind of gear you towards what costs more because it's name brand. I ain't got time. So this is like regular vitamin E. I took a Q-tip. It just kind of put it on my eyelashes or whatever on the top and then on the bottom of my lids, right? And now I'm just like to keep them moisturized and kind of help them grow real long. Because you know what I'm saying? You want to wear eyelashes, you can, but you should be able to like, you know what I'm saying? I learned how to fall in love with my own eyelashes all over again. Because I used to go to the nail shop faithfully and they just started snatching me bald like a bald eagle. And I was like, no more. I'm not doing it. So now I wear the strips, right? But I don't do the individual lashes. So we did that, okay? And then oh yeah, that's it. Oh, the Instantly Ageless, we did that. Let me show you guys that one more time. And that was the little sachet thing that I put on to kind of like make the stuff pop and disappear, right? That was this stuff right here. And I use that. And now that's on my face and it's drying, I'm going to let it dry a little bit longer and get out of this hot bathroom, because I noticed that I keep sweating and my forehead is a little damp. So I need it to dry completely in order for me to be able to wipe it off, right? And then, like I told you guys, make sure you get a good moisturizer. Doesn't have to be this. Just make sure you have a moisturizer. And it helps if you have a sunscreen in it. Preferably 30 or 40, especially now when it's hot. But when it gets cooler, you can go down. You know what I'm saying? So look, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me on this live. We had fun. We had good fun. I will see you guys in the morning or afternoon. I'm going to start saying morning or afternoon, because every time I say morning, I'm going to come in when I say in the morning. So morning or afternoon, our little inspirational talk or whatever. I don't know what the evening talk will be for tomorrow. Love you more, boo-boo. I don't know what the evening talk going to be tomorrow. I'm going to figure something out. I want it to be interesting. I don't want to come and do the same thing over and over and over again. I think that's just boring. But we're going to find something to talk about. I do have to talk about some hair stuff too. I'll get to that tomorrow. I really didn't have time to talk about it right now because I'm in the bathroom and my hands are constantly wet. So I didn't have time to like grab paperwork in front of me. You know what I mean? So I'll do that tomorrow. I know I need to do the shout outs. I'm going to do the shout outs first thing in the morning. Hi, Denise. I'm going to do the shout outs first thing in the morning for everybody. You know what I mean? All the entrepreneurs and, you know, all the jobs that we had open and going at that time and things like that. We'll put them back out and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you might not need the job, but you might know somebody that needs the job. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's asking all the time, like, do you know who's hiring or whatever? And you might not need it, but you can just pass it on to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then they can see what they can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So we had a very informative skin overhaul. You know, I call it the spring clean situation. Right? So my face feels really good. It feels, you guys, it feels like really soft. Like it feels like baby soft. It needed it. It really needed it. The sister was feeling like really rough. But I'm good. My face is back now. And then like I said, you guys, like, you know, really quickly, I'm noticing as I'm talking to you guys, like when you start to do it like on a consistent basis, because I know a lot of times, especially in the summertime when it's hot, like your face color will change from like your neck area. And I'm noticing now when I do it, the face, you know, my face color like matches my neck area. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have that problem where like the discoloration is like really dark in the neck area and then it's like really bright up here, or vice versa, or it's dark up here and it's like bright down here. So it's like everything matches up, and you get to do it for an affordable price, and you get to take time out for yourself to pamper yourself and to love on yourself, right? Because it's like 20 minutes out of your day just to kind of like love on yourself a little bit. And so if you just get a regular routine, just do it like once a week, or I say twice a week if you guys really need it. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it twice a week, but I say if you need it, go for it twice a week. And like I say, on camera, it seems like it's dragged out long. It's not. Because when you just in here, you just busting it out and it's super fast. Right? So take time out to love yourself and pamper yourself, even if it's something small. Even if you don't have time to do that and you just want to file your nails or polish your nails or kind of like massage your skin with some shea butter or something. I don't know. But take time out for yourself so you can have energy to go out there and do whatever it is you do. You guys are awesome and beautiful and so sweet. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to call it a night or evening. And then play this video back, because I have to play all the videos back that I do for some reason. I don't know why, but Facebook, they'll be slipping sometime, and I want to make sure that it gets out so all this information will get to you guys. So look, I love you guys so much. Have a blessed night. Have an awesome night. Sleep well, rest well, so you can get up and do it all over again tomorrow. And then I'll be back to love on you guys later on tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.